Welcome to the deep dive. So you sent us this really interesting source this week, a guide basically for building confidence all through a 7-day morning routine.
Yeah, that's right. And we're going to try and pull out the main nuggets, the core ideas from it for you.
Exactly. Consider this us getting under the hood, finding the real juice.
Okay, so the source itself is from a podcast called Echonest Podcast. Nick's the host.
Yeah.
And the promise is, well, it's pretty bold.
It really is. Go from shy to confident in just 1 week, using this specific morning routine tailored for 2025.
Right. So our mission here really is to break down those steps. What are they? And, what's the thinking behind why they're supposed to work?
Kind of a fast track to understanding this specific method. Okay, so where does it start? The first thing Nick lays out is something called a gratitude kickstart.
Yeah, and what's interesting right off the bat is how specific it is. It's not just be grateful. No, it's about focusing that gratitude inward on yourself. Mm-hmm. Doing it like the very first thing when you wake up.
Okay, so what are the actual instructions?
So you wake up, before you even think about your phone, you grab a journal.
Okay. No phone scrolling first. Got it.
Exactly. And you write down 3 things you genuinely love or appreciate about yourself. He gives examples.
Like what?
Things like, I'm grateful for my creativity, or maybe I'm thankful for my kind heart. Something specific to you.
Right, so it's immediate self-affirmation.
Precisely. And then there's this little twist. You add 1 future-focused gratitude.
Future-focused. How does that work?
The example he gives is very direct. I'm so grateful for my unshakable confidence in 2025. So you're sort of claiming it,
Okay, like pre-paving the feeling. And how long does this take?
Just 3 minutes. That's the suggestion.
3 minutes seems, pretty manageable for the start of the day.
Totally. And the rationale he gives is, well, it reminds you of your own worth right away. Builds that foundation for confidence, kind of lifts your mood.
Did he say if it worked for him?
Yeah, he mentioned anecdotally that by day 3, he actually felt like prouder, a noticeable shift.
Interesting. Okay, so that's step 1, the gratitude kickstart. What's next?
Next up are power affirmations.
Power affirmations. Okay, this sounds like it amps things up a bit.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
The focus here shifts to really embodying positive statements. It's more active.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do?
The main instruction is stand in front of a mirror, look yourself right in the eyes.
Ooh, okay. Mirror work.
Yep. And you say 3 specific affirmations, and you say each one 3 times.
3 times each. Got it. What are the affirmations? Are they specific ones he suggests?
He gives 3 exact ones. First, I am confident, capable, and unstoppable.
Okay, strong start.
Second, I shine brightly in everything I do in 2025. Again, that future focus.
Right, linking it to the year. And the third.
I love and believe in myself fully.
Wow, those are pretty powerful statements to say to yourself.
They really are. And the key is the delivery. You got to say them with energy, like you're giving yourself a serious pep talk.
Makes sense. When do you do this?
He suggests right after brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
Kind of piggybacking on a habit you already have.
Smart. What if someone feels like super awkward talking to a mirror? I can see that being a hurdle for some.
Yeah, he acknowledges that. He offers an alternative. Just write the affirmations down instead. Same ones, same repetition, just written.
Good option. Did he share any results from this part?
He did. Said by day 5, he actually noticed himself walking taller and speaking more clearly, more confidently in meetings.
Really? Just from the affirmations?
That's what he attributes it to. The idea is that repeating them makes confidence feel less like something you're trying for and more like your default vibe, I think was his phrase.
Your default vibe. I like that. It taps into that idea of repetition shaping belief, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Even if you don't fully buy into it at first, that consistent self-talk can start to, rewire things a bit. Chip away at doubts.
Okay, so we have gratitude, then these power affirmations. What's step 3?
Step 3 is visualize your confident self.
Ah, visualization. This feels like a natural follow-on from the affirmations.
Exactly. You're taking that positive feeling you've hopefully generated and projecting it onto real life situations.
How does it work? What are the instructions?
Pretty simple again. Sit quietly for about 3 minutes. Could be on your bed, a chair, wherever. And you vividly picture yourself succeeding.
Succeeding at what, specifically?
In those areas where you want more confidence. He gives examples like nailing a presentation at work.
Okay.
Or charming someone on a date, or maybe leading a team project effectively. Things like that.
And it's not just seeing it, right? There's more to it.
Definitely not just seeing. The key is feeling it. You need to actually tap into the emotions you'd have in that successful moment, like The pride, the power, the ease.
Right. Make it feel real emotionally.
Exactly. He shared his own example of visualizing pitching ideas really confidently at work. And he felt that mental rehearsal actually made him bolder when the real situation came up.
That makes sense, like practicing in your head. Did he have any tips for this?
Yeah, a pro tip, he called it.
Right.
Add lots of detail. What are you wearing in the visualization? Who else is there? What positive things might they be saying or thinking? Make it sensory.
Okay, fill out the picture and the timing.
Mm-hmm.
When do you do this visualization?
Right after the affirmations. The idea is that the positive energy from the affirmations kind of fuels the visualization, makes it stronger. He says it actually trains your brain to act confident.
Trains your brain. Interesting framing. It's like setting down pathways for that behavior.
Sort of like mental muscle memory, maybe? You practice the feeling in the scenario so it feels more familiar, less scary in reality.
Okay, great. So, gratitude, affirmations, visualization. We've done a lot of mental work. What's the last step? There's one more.
Yes, step 4, and this one shifts gears a bit. Move your body.
Physical. Okay, tell me about that.
It's based on the idea that confidence isn't purely mental. It lives in your body too. Your posture, your energy level.
Right, how you carry yourself.
Exactly. So the instruction here is super simple.
Mm-hmm.
Just spend 2 or 3 minutes doing something physical. Anything, really.
Like what? What kind of movement?
He suggests stretching or maybe putting on a favorite upbeat song and just dancing around. Even just doing some jumping jacks.
Dancing. I like that one. What was his personal choice?
He said his go-to was blasting some high-energy music and having a quick solo dance party.
Huh. That actually sounds pretty fun. What's the reasoning behind adding movement?
It's about physiology. Movement releases endorphins,
Right.
Those natural mood boosters. It makes you feel more powerful, more awake, more capable.
Okay, so it connects the mental state to a physical feeling of energy.
Precisely. And he noticed a difference here too. By day 4, he felt like he was standing straighter, just felt more ready to tackle things.
It emphasizes that mind-body connection.
Totally. And he stresses picking something you actually like doing. Don't force yourself to do burpees if you hate them,
Good point. Make it enjoyable. And when does this fit in?
Right after the visualization. It's like you seal the deal, you felt confident mentally, visualized it, and now you embody it physically with movement. It ends the routine on a high note.
Okay, that sequence feels very intentional then. Gratitude, affirmation, visualization, movement.
Yeah, it flows from inward reflection to outward expression and physical energy.
All right, so let's just quickly recap those 4 steps from the Echonest podcast routine. First, the gratitude kickstart.
Yep, 3 things about yourself, 1 future gratitude, 3 minutes.
Then power affirmations, in the mirror, ideally. 3 affirmations, 3 times each.
Right after brushing teeth. Or written down if the mirror's too much.
Third, visualize your confident self. Picture success. Feel the emotions. Add detail. 3 minutes.
Right after affirmations.
And finally, move your body. 2 to 3 minutes of enjoyable movement right after visualizing.
Dancing, stretching, jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you, seals it in.
So that's the whole 7-day routine. And the challenge Nick issued was just start tomorrow.
Pretty much. Start the next day, stick with it for the week, and just see. See if you feel that confidence shift he's talking about by, say, next week.
And he also asked listeners to think about what they wanted to feel confident about, right?
Yeah, which I think is a great point. It grounds the practice. It's not just confidence for confidence's sake, but confidence to do something specific, something meaningful to you.
It really highlights how these small, seemingly simple actions, when done consistently, might actually add up. Taking, maybe 10, 12 minutes total each morning?
Something like that. It's not a huge time commitment, but the structure seems designed for impact. It's an interesting approach to intentionally shifting your mindset first thing.
It definitely makes you think, even outside of this specific routine, what small, consistent thing could you maybe build into your morning that might nudge your mindset in a more positive, confident direction? Something to ponder.